Sheesh. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Can you say good day? Now, how's it going, guys? Decided to do my hair a little different today. I don't know why, I just felt like it. It's a beautiful day out here. I don't know how John could go without his jacket, though. I mean, it is a little bitter out here. But we're going to start looking at my new Tommies. Ooh. I needed a change of footwear for once. Yo, what's up, Lantern? Welcome. Being the first one here. All right. The daily drive, the daily drive, the daily drive. Woohoo! Hold on. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Howdy, D-Man. Well, howdy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, geez, Peter. Oh, before we go anywhere. Knock off, Pessy first. We shall. And vape second, because you guys have to enter my dimension. Welcome. All right, folky dokes. Man, I'm getting blown up. Oh. Guys, Liz just sent me a picture text. And let's just say, sarcastically, up north, we're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. Morning, dickhead. Hello, moron. What are you, never mind, will ya? Who's the guy yakking at your door? Just mind your own business, will ya? Mind your own business, will you? Mind your own business. Why don't you tie your shoelace? You'll fall on your stupid head. Having a heat wave here. We're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. Unfortunately, guys, I ain't going to be able to play no music today. All the lives from the last few days, I've actually had to set to private, or I've had to do a lot of YouTube AI editing to them because of copyrights. So I'm still working on that. I'm still working on the copy editing and stuff. You know, though, guys, I was actually considering lightening my hair a little more even, because I don't know why. I just like it a little bit lighter than what it is right now. Oh, shit. Yo! Hal? Look at this douchebag. Look what he did. You can't see him, but he literally just cut directly in front of me. Dude, are you drunk or something? Whoa, what is up here? What? Oh! I see cherries and berries straight ahead. Now, normally when I would not wait in this kind of line, for your guys' sake, I will wait in the line and see what is up. Can't ever go wrong with a little excitement adventure, now can ya? Kenya. That's in Africa, isn't it? So let me say something. Before I start speaking, I'd just like to say something. Quick pan. Last night, I reconciled with everyone in the community. I am very happy about that. I'm glad that we're able to put our differences aside, even though I was the cause of it. I'm ready to sally forth, look forward to the future, be who I was supposed to be the happy-go-lucky me, be Zach the, wait for it, the incredible impression. Guys, thanks to a little bit of slight setback, I had a slight case of, I was stricken with a slight case of Incredibilis interruptus, but now I'm back to abnormal. So, while I'm at it, let me just get a few things off my chest. Wait a minute, I don't have anything on my chest. Oh, let's take a look and check in on the status of what's going on up here, guys. I don't know what it is, but it's sure to be something unfortunate, but yet maybe interesting. I don't know. Might just be a simple pullover. Or it could be construction. Darn it, we missed it, I think. I saw cherries and berries up ahead, but I don't see them no more. Darn it, I thought it was going to get a little something nice for you guys today, a little something adventurous. But in reality, if there's nothing going on up here, I am happy, because it would be really difficult and really wrong to celebrate an event that might involve somebody else's well-being. So I don't want it to sound like something it was not meant to be. Only 4 people watching. Come on, you gotta do better than that, man. I know, a lot of you guys are preoccupied doing your thing, going to work, etc., etc. I don't know if I've ever taken you guys this way to the nursery, but maybe I'll actually take a more scenic route again. I don't know. Yeah, why don't we take a more scenic route this time? Yeah, why don't we do that for your guys' pleasure and amusement? Sometime I need to just take you guys on a driving tour of the villages. How many of you guys would like that? Put 1 if you like that, or 10 if you wouldn't like that. I'll give you guys a few minutes. Yo, what's up, Hectrix? That's a 1 for Mr. Lampy. That's a 1 for D-Man. 11 would actually be a double yes. We'll count it that way. Kind of like in blackjack, which, by the way, I'm very good at if I'm in the casino. If I'm playing against family or friends, then forget, I'd lose my shirt. 11. Yes, sir. You guys got it. Sometime this, hopefully soon, I need to make sure I know what my schedule is. If I can make some time, I will take you guys on a driving trip as much as I can and show you guys as much as I can of the villages. You know, there's these Q&A stickers. As much as I'd like to do one of those, I don't really think I don't think Hectrix, I would rather prefer to play against people who I do not know are good. Kind of ruined that one. And by the way, I don't know why I do so good in the casino. I don't know why, but I'll be honest with you guys. Any of you guys who are skeptical, I do not, and I repeat, do not count cards. I love that scene in Vegas Vacation when Clark and Ellen are waiting for the kids in the morning in the restaurant of the Mirage, and Clark's reading a book, and it's called Card Counting Made Easy. Now, come on. In reality, if you were to sit in public in Las Vegas and read a book on how to do card counting, you know damn well you would literally get banned from that casino and probably get a nice hefty fine. I don't know. I haven't tried it, nor will I. I don't dabble in that kind of stuff. I dabble in the stock market a little bit, which is also a reason why I'm sort of broke, why I'm literally broke. And so are my parents almost. Because they don't really dabble in the stock market anymore, but I still do here and there. But what I don't do is I do not do stocks by margin, because I'm not about to completely lose my shirt over that. I mean, I've had some good investments. I've had some bad ones. But lately I've had to sell some of my stock, and I haven't got very much back. So many unhappy returns with that. Tax season's coming up. I did do a decent amount of door dashing this past year, so I do have to file my taxes for that. Also, I monetized on Facebook. I'm making a little bit here and there. Not to divulge any personal information, but I'm a very open-minded person. The most I've made on Facebook has been like $52 for the month. But it's mainly nowadays it's mainly because I'm shifting my focus from Facebook to the channel for all you guys. I swear, if it wasn't for you guys, I would not be who I am today. And who am I? Come on, put it down in the comments. Who am I? Okay, what's my name? Oh yeah, absolutely, Visions. Yeah, I knew that. But unfortunately, they do not have that anymore. At least I don't think they do. I'd have to look it up. It's been I knew they had it. I don't know if they have it anymore. Oh, come on, guys. What's my name? I can't hear you. Fine. You all know who I am. It's not worth mentioning. Well, it is worth mentioning, but you guys already know who I am. Zach, the incredible impression. That's right, D-Man. That's right. I wish I could actually do a theme song for my vlogs in the style of Casper the Friendly Ghost, but I'm pretty sure I would get in some pretty bad legal trouble for copyrights. But anyway, hope everybody's having a fantastic day wherever you all are within the continental United States of Americana or around the world. Alright now. So tonight's dinner is going to be really good. Haven't had this in a while. Spaghetti with chicken parms. Encore chicken parms. Microwavable chicken parms. But I make a pretty damn good homemade chicken parm myself, if I do say so. And I really can't wait for John to come over for the chicken fried steak. You know what I find very interesting is that people always are popping videos up and shorts on Facebook and YouTube showing them videoing in Walmart. And apparently Walmart has a strict no filming policy. But yet I can go into my Walmart or any of the Walmarts in my area and nobody will say anything. Damn. Phew. That Pepsi's kicking up.
Oh, I'm going down the highway, gonna do what I please. Oh, I'm going down the highway, feeling the breeze.
It's a wonderful day to be alive. Praise the Lord. Even though Visions, I know that you don't believe in God, heaven, or hell, etc. So no disrespect to you, but I feel great. I feel lucky to be alive. Every day is a gift and not a given right. My theory on it has always been each day that you're granted means from God that you have more of a mission to complete on His beautiful creation of earth. That's how I see it. All right. Thank you, Visions. Thank you for understanding. Everybody's entitled to their own beliefs, and I respect your beliefs, brother. I really do. I'm not one to judge. I don't say, oh, well, you know, you're wrong and stuff. You know, it's really sad. I've been seeing this on Facebook, how people are really letting the political scene people are really allowing the political scene to judge other people who they've been friends with. I mean, okay, let me give you an example. There's a lady who I'm friends with on Facebook who was my old history teacher. Hey, what's up, Walter? She was my old history teacher in high school. And yeah, I see your point there, Visions. I see your point, brother. Hey, Tokes, how's it going? But there's a former teacher of mine who's on Facebook, and she has totally allowed political beliefs to either make or break friendships and strong bonds with people. Like, for example, she is totally anti-Trump, but she's taken it a step further now and is now anti-Republican. Now, I am a devout Republican, I am a Trump supporter, and what happened was she posted on her Facebook, if you are a Republican, then you are a total piece of shit, and I will have nothing to do with you. If you support this asshole who is anti-American, then get the hell out of my life. So what did I do? I didn't say anything. I keep politics off my Facebook platform. And I also try to keep it off of YouTube. But because you guys are my loving and loyal fans, as Fears and I quote, I feel comfortable sharing that kind of information with you guys, especially since we're talking about everybody is entitled and welcome to their own opinion. But for somebody to say, you know, if you are this kind of person or whatever, I have no room for you in my life. It's just sad, you know? It's very sad. It's very inhumane. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's just wrong. It's wrong, wrong. It's wrong, wrong. Incidentally, that was an impersonation. Tokes, you may remember that if you watched Family Matters. Tokes is good at calling me out on the comedy things that I steal. Yo, what's up, Dave? I'm surprised Tina's not here yet. I know there's some people probably lingering, watching, who just haven't said anything yet. And Das is all right. Whoa, they rented that house. Daggum. Oh, don't do it, Edo. Listen to that little voice echoing in your head. It's wrong, wrong, wrong. It's wrong, wrong, wrong. It's wrong, wrong. Okay, Steve. You just got home. Nice, Dave. Where'd you go, brother? What exciting adventure did you go on today? I'll know if I'm going a little over time. That's right. No, not Stefan or Kel, Tokes. That was Steve that said that. But Stefan was a great character. I'll never forget, because the cast of Family Matters reunited a few years ago, and we're talking about how things came about and stuff. Oh, nice. Did you have a conference with his teachers or something? Wonder what that guy was doing. But they were saying, Jaleel White was saying how he wanted to do sort of a Jekyll and Hyde thing, but sort of like what Jerry Lewis did in The Nutty Professor. And I think the time, correct me if I'm wrong, when he first debuted Stefan, I don't think Eddie Murphy's version had came out yet. Oh, that's cool. You volunteer. Nice. But he wanted to do something because everybody was so used to Steve Urkel, and they were so used to, you know, him using the Urkel voice and being, you know, a nerd and clumsy and stuff. Excuse me. Damn. He wanted something other than that, and so he decided, well, people have never seen the actor of Jaleel White. All they've seen is him as Steve Urkel. He wanted to give the fans oh, Dave, you're a trip, man. he wanted to give people a taste of what Jaleel White was actually like as an actor. So when he transformed into Stefan for the first time, if you remember, when he took off the suspenders and started talking in his natural voice and started putting on that smooth, suave, sophisticated act, the audience just went crazy. My favorite Stefan / Steve moment was when Carl decided that he did not want to get glasses, and so he stepped into Steve's transformation chamber thinking that he was going to be changed into a smart, intelligent individual like Stefan, but instead Myra had unfortunately just got done tampering with the transformation chamber, and instead of coming out as an intelligent individual, he came out as a nerd. But because Stefan shut the machine off halfway through, he was half nerd and half Carl. But then at the end, it was a two-part episode. And at the end, Stefan and Laura were out for a romantic date. And after they changed Carl back, and Carl said, if I have to, I'm going to get glasses and I'm just going to be myself. I was stupid to try to change myself. Stefan realized that in order for him to be happy, he needed to change back into Steve Urkel. And so at dinner, he told Laura he needed to do this. Laura was very objective towards it, but she finally accepted it, and Stefan says that he didn't take his last Stefan recharge, so it could be any time, maybe several days, several hours, or any minute now. And he starts changing back into Steve in the middle of the restaurant. And finally, once his final act as Stefan is he's trying to walk out of the restaurant before he draws attention to himself. But unfortunately, the damage starts happening. And at the end, he ends up knocking into a waiter who's carrying a bowl full of soup, and he knocks it all over this poor lady. And Steve says, "Did I do that?" And the lady gets up and looks at Steve, soup dripping down her dress. And Steve's like, "Oh boy, you could break me in half." Woo! And starts running with the lady following him. Now that was good classic television right there. I'll never forget, as I was saying to John and the panel the other night when we were doing our flashback, I said I had to have my homework done before I was able to watch TV. But on Fridays, I remember I always got my homework done the minute I got home from school, because there was no way in blue hell that I was going to miss TGIF. No way in hell. And I remember the classic lineup this time was before I had homework. This was like back when I was in first and second grade. I remember my classic TGIF lineup memory was Full House, Family Matters, Perfect Strangers, and Going Places. Those were my four main favorites in order. Then I remember once Perfect Strangers ended, they started putting dinosaurs, dinosaurs, of course it was TGIF. Dinosaurs, Step by Step. Family Matters remained part of the lineup until its run ended in 1998 or 99. I think it was 98 maybe. I don't know. I have the whole series on DVD. I'd have to check it out again. But then some of you might remember that so many shows were so popular that ABC was airing that they actually had to start a spin-off of TGIF, but on Saturdays. It ran for a very short period of time. It was called I Love Saturday Night. And it was just like TGIF. It had the cast from the shows hosting it, but they added some shows here and there. They added Growing Pains. Hanging with Mr. Cooper was on TGIF. They added a lot of stuff on Saturday night. But they then moved the Perfect Strangers block to Saturday night. But for the series finale, the two-part series finale of Perfect Strangers, they moved it back to TGIF for the series finale. But those were awesome times. We got 13 people watching now, 3 likes. Thank you very much. Oh, great. Now we got 10 people watching. Well, thank you, Mr. Ladies Man, y'all. Incredible. You know what I still need to do, guys? I need to, because my laptop is still fairly new. I'm so used to working YouTube from my phone. So what I need to do is I need to get my YouTube studio on my laptop. I need to edit some of the live streams, repost them without the music or without the porn bombs and stuff. And then I need to put my watermark on my channel for my vlogs. So, my neck. Ooh, that felt better. That was a good amount of pops there. I still got to get Fears to crack my back. My back has been hurting lately. Broke back incredible. Guys, I'm going to show you this again. Coming up on the right here in a minute. I'll take the phone down and show you guys. I showed it to you the other day. But coming up on the right is this little cottage-style house. This is where, in 2019, Liz's mom, Andy, and Bella, our dog, and I moved to. This is it right here. Little tiny cottage in the middle of nowhere, right across from the Forest Watch Tower. Because we're very near the Ocala National Forest. So, obviously, there would be a watch tower there. Dun, 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 dun. Hi, Tina. And the upside of it was that the cottage was right up the road from Wise Choice. But at the time, Wise Choice did not exist. So, alright guys, here I go. I shall return in a moment. Sup? All right, back. Yo, Fears Man, Fears Vlogs. Yo. How much did I miss on the chat? Quite a bit. How goes it, Johnny boy? Guys, you know what? Since we're out and about and I'm kind of nearby, since I just showed you the little cottage I lived in, I'm going to take and show you guys the house that we lived in prior to moving to the apartment. Yeah, I think I'll show you guys that. Oh, nice, Dave. You know, I used to work at Red Robin in Hershey as a line cook. But I'm going to tell you one thing, Dave. If they still have it at Red Robin, don't order the quesadillas. Have you ever had the quesadillas at Red Robin, Dave? The appetizer? Because if you have, I'm going to tell you a little story about it. So I'll just say it meanwhile. When I worked for Red Robin, I was on what's called cold side, which means, ooh, the scorpion burger, nice. I usually get the Whiskey River barbecue burger, but without the bread, obviously. Stupid Tourette's. Knock it off, Zach. Knock it off. But the quesadillas, I would work on cold side, which meant mainly salads, appetizers, fryers, etc., etc. But we would have to drop the crispy chicken patty for hot side when we would for sandwiches and stuff. But I was in charge of making the onion straws. Hey, what's up, Pixel? I was in charge of making the onion straws, the fries, etc. You know, I make the Red Robin O straws at home a lot. All it is thinly sliced onions, soak them in water for a quick minute, toss them in flour. Just toss them in flour, and then drop them in the fryer until they're golden brown. That's all it is. Just thinly sliced, floured, and fried. Yes! Yes! I agree! Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Yeah, I thought that was very interesting that the founder of Ruby Tuesday named the restaurant after his favorite Rolling Stones song. That was really cool. You know what I miss? TGI Fridays. I don't know if they're still around. Does anybody know if TGI Fridays is still around? But, oh geez. Oh, cool. We used to have one in the Villages, but we don't have it anymore. Hey, what's up, Larry? How's it going, brother? Haven't seen you in a couple of days. Things are going much better, Larry. Things are going much better. Last night, the community and I reconciled. Everything's going great. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be granted another day on this great earth. Oh, there is one near you. Nice. I have not eaten at TGI Fridays in forever. We have several Ruby Tuesdays nearby. As a matter of fact, hey John, you want either Ruby Tuesdays or TGI Fridays? Both are awesome places. But about Red Robin, okay? I was, as I said, in charge of making fryers and, you know, O-straws and dropping crispy chickens. Nice. Dropping crispy chickens and Oh, yeah, I know exactly where that one is. I've eaten there before. All right. All right, John, I will. Let's see. Got it, John. I'll have to, I could only hide his comment for now, but I'm gonna have to block him later on. Because I can't do it right now. No problem, brother, no problem. But the quesadillas, okay? The quesadillas. Hold on. There. That felt better. I'll leave it to one of you guys to say the next two lines. Hey, Hollywood Toys, what's going on, man? No, I'm not blocking you, Larry. Hell no, I'm not blocking you. You're a good friend. Not blocking you. So if anyone has ever had the quesadillas at Red Robin, I don't know if they're still making them this way, but this is how I was told to make them and how I made them. All I had to take a flour tortilla, obviously, lay it down on the plate, put, what is it? Pico, chicken, cheese, raw mushrooms, and cilantro in it, fold it over, and microwave it for 2 minutes. They were microwaved quesadillas. Now, no, I'm not blocking you, Walter. Hell no. But I will be honest, I tried them once, and they were the most disgusting quesadillas I've ever eaten. And then I got reprimanded because I tried to do it properly. I went down to cold side or hot side, and I put a little butter on the grill, put the tortilla down. Thank you, Walter. You're a great guy as well. I put the tortilla down on the grill, and I put the chicken, the pico, the whatchamacallit, the cilantro, everything. I actually sauteed the mushrooms a little bit in a saute pan. Then I threw those on, folded it, let the tortilla brown up a bit and crisp up, folded it over, flipped it, and so that's how that happened, and I got reprimanded from my store manager. Fortunately enough, though, the regional manager was there that day, and he saw what was going on, and he heard my GM say, Zach, I'm writing you up for failing to follow store protocol, kitchen protocol. We do things a certain way. And so he goes to the office, starts trying to write me up. Meanwhile, the regional manager has seen what was going on, and he's like, hey, wait a minute, sorry guys, I'm trying to focus on driving, I'm trying to focus on the chat, etc. But so he's like, hey, can you make me one of those? I just want to try it real quick. This is after the kitchen died down a bit. So I was like, yeah, sure. His name was Steve. He was the regional manager. I do remember his name. And he asked me if I could make him one the exact same way I did. So I did. And he takes a bite, and he's like, you mean to tell me that everybody's been just microwaving it like the way that the manual, like the way the instructions say? I'm like, yeah. He goes, Well, I don't know who taught you guys that, but I'm gonna submit a request to corporate to change it up immediately. And I don't know what happened after that, because I left the job about maybe 2 months later. No problem, Johnny boy. But I don't know if Dave, I don't know if Red Robin still has quesadillas on their menu. But if they do, I'm pretty sure they're probably still microwaving them. Either way, I tried to make a difference in it, but this was all the way back in like 2007. So I don't know. You know what's weird? I actually had to go and DoorDash about 2 months ago to this place, to my former house. Thanks, John. Tommy Hilfigers. Because those Mr. Rogers shoes are getting worn out. So, you know, I don't want to wear them out completely. And so, I mean, I'll only wear them on sparingly. Hey, they're called Sperry's, and I'm gonna wear them sparingly. So guys, we're now in the very back roads of Ocklawaha. And if you guys saw the vlogs when I was doing the Rickenbacker, it's been like 3 years. But you gotta bear with me, because I'm doing like so many things at once. I still have to get 2 parts for it. One of the parts is on back order. So it's gonna take a little bit of time, but just know it's coming. If you guys saw the vlogs of, you know, the Rickenbacker copy, me painting it and showing you guys the process. If you saw the vlog where I trade in the Jesse for the Swamp, and if you see the one where the Swamp gets its first big flat tire because the tire fucking blew, that was all filmed at this house, which I'm gonna take you guys past real quick. I just gotta remember which way it is. Here it is. This is coming around the back of it. Oh, what the hell. Maybe I'll also show you guys the first house we moved into when we moved to Florida. Alright, guys, I'm going to take the phone down. This is Sequoia Loop Place. Yeah, I saw that, John. I saw that. This is Sequoia Loop Place. This house off to the left, not this one, but this one here, 152. That's where we lived prior to moving to the apartments. So, guys, if I get disconnected here real quick, my sincerest apologies, but I am going to check your messages, John. Problem, brother. No problem at all. But it's mine. Let's put it that way. We were paying, that was back when, you know, we were all employed. We all had steady jobs. I was working at Publix. I was making a pretty damn good salary there, too. And, that's when Dave still worked for Best Buy as a manager. Liz's mom still lived with us, but she was working at the Village's Daily Sun. Tony had a job. We were all splitting the bills. We were all getting by. Oh, I know. Yeah, exactly. Did you work for Publix, Anthony Guide? Did you work for Publix? If so, which one did you work for? I've never seen you here before, but welcome. Welcome to the family. Yes, sir, John. Publix is a great place to shop. Yeah, and Fears, if I'm going a little bit overboard or a little bit over time and I'm starting to cut into your stream time, just comment and let me know, and I will wrap it up then, because I know we all have to squeeze in our lives. Our community is really tight, you know, but we're all close friends, we're all family, but yet we all are able to work around each other for our streams. Incidentally, don't forget Yakbo's Bible study tonight with Randall, hopefully. Hopefully Randall will come in. And I'm hoping that Dan will be there as well. Dan and I recently reconciled too. And we said, you know, we agreed there's no hard feelings and everything. I first apologized to him, and he accepted, and all is forgiven, and we're able to move on. So I'm very happy about that. Guys, I am so overwhelmingly thankful and grateful that the community is revamping, that we're all getting back to basics, that we're all getting back to the happy-go-lucky community family that we always were. Round 4 or 5, John? All right. I'm just going over to Walmart. Then if I have some time real quick, I'll take you guys by the first house that I lived in. But if we're cutting it short on time, I'll just go home, because it's 3:42 Eastern time right now. So, man, that glare from the sun is bright. Well, it is the sun, sorry. Incidentally, did you guys hear that Artemis is going to be sending astronauts to orbit around the moon? But some former astronauts are worried about the heat shield for re-entry. I honestly think they should run another test before they send the astronauts up, just to be on the safe side. Because, I mean, look at what happened with Columbia, guys. You know, Columbia had a foam strike, which was not uncommon, but they launched several times before and returned astronauts safely after foam strikes, and nothing has ever happened. But the what's his name, Leroy Kane, the missions control head at NASA said that there was nothing to worry about with the foam strike. If any damage occurred, it would be very minor. There's no reason to send a spacewalk out to see what the damage is. And look what happened. Look at what happened. See, unfortunately, and I don't know if you guys know this, but the Challenger disaster could have been avoided. The Challenger disaster did not have to happen, because Firecall, who was in charge of deciding whether to launch or not, Morton Firecall. Yeah, we're gonna do that, Larry. Yeah, John and I and Dave were already talking about it. We were gonna do a trivia the other night, but then that Adam the Woo troll decided to interfere and abruptly cut it off. So thank you, whoever you were. Oh, and while I'm at it, before I get back to the Challenger, before I forget, I want to mention this. On Facebook, guys, remember we saw the model of the baseball player from the Tampa Bay Rays on Adam's grave. when I posted on Facebook and told my story of what happened to me, someone commented saying that they were the one who left the Tampa Bay Ray player model there, and people started jumping down his throat. And Faith, Adam's sister, immediately demanded that it be removed because she and the family were offended, because apparently this ball player has a track record or got busted for child molestation or being a child predator. So I don't know if that is true or not, but this gentleman that left it took the time to comment on my post. John, Dave, you guys can go on my Facebook and see. But Adam's sister was very offended by it. And they're, you know, putting my quote-unquote advert on Adam's grave. And then there were others that were coming to my defense saying, you know, give the guy a break. He explained that Adam inspired him to start up his channel. So you got a disrespectful point of view and stuff. And this lady was saying to me, you know, don't listen to that negativity. Just you do whatever your heart tells you to do. And if people don't like it, then that's their problem. So I really appreciate her saying that. It's great to know that not everybody's bad, that not everybody feels angry about the things you do. But I remember when Adam was talking about his getting banned from Disney. I remember him talking when he was there in the Orange Circle, talking about him being able to go back to Disney World. He was saying how when that happened, when he got banned from Disney, he did not have that many subscribers at the time. And sort of kind of like I did, like I do now. And he was not relatively popular. He was just known in his little community, like I am with you guys. And people started jumping on the anti-Adam LeWoo bandwagon, saying that, oh, this guy got banned. He must be a terrible man. He must be an illegal lawbreaker. He must not be a law-abiding citizen and stuff. Adam said it got to the point to where all these hateful comments were coming in that he just had to stop reading them. He just had to ignore them, know that he has good intentions, and he was able to move forward from that. So I'm carrying on Adam's advice. People are going to hate. Haters are going to be haters. Everything and anything. I mean, as a matter of fact, last year I commented on Adam's, I left a comment on one of Adam's vlogs because he addressed the fact that he was getting a lot of flack from people for doing repetitive vlogs every year. Like he would do Knott's Berry Farm and Knott's Scary Farm every year. And, you know, I commented and I said, Adam, I really don't appreciate the haters, you know, putting you down and stuff, because you are the finest YouTuber I've ever seen, and you just keep doing what you're doing, brother, and, you know, I'm here to support you. And he said, and he replied. Now, Adam didn't reply very much to the comments section, unless somebody said, you know, something very kind or very powerful, or in a kind way, or being or having just met him and stuff. And he replied to my comment and he said, haters are gonna hate, but I just ignore them. I appreciate your support, and I hope to see you again sometime soon, Zach. And that was all he wrote, and I just gave it a like, and that was it. But Adam remembered who I was because of Super RetroCon. Is this the future? I don't, well, that was was kind of rewinding back there, King Cobra, Goth, but here's what I was getting at with the Challenger, okay? Morton Firecall, who was the committee that was in charge of deciding whether to... They had a meeting the night before because the shuttle, no shuttle had ever launched in such freezing conditions. And there was a problem the year before with one of the the shuttle's O-rings, and I forget who the gentleman was. Oh gosh, I forget his name. Oh gosh, I'd have to go back and look. But he was livid. He came into the meeting, and Morton Firecall was on a conference call with the company. I think they were in Nashville or something. The builders of the shuttle, the people who built the shuttle, and the gentleman came in and threw down a picture of the O-rings that nearly caused the Challenger to explode the year before on the launch pad because of the cold weather. And he said, showed them the picture of the O-ring from last time, and he said, if the longer we delay the launch, the less chance of a disaster. And so the fire call committee got back on the phone with the builders of the shuttle in Tennessee, and they said, we recommend not launching due to the cold weather and as a safety protocol for the astronauts. And I do not remember the name of the building company or the construction company, but they snapped and said, well, when the hell do you want us to launch? Next year? And they were feeling the pressure. The Morton Firecall was feeling the pressure from them. And even though they knew it was a risk, they gave in to their demands and said, we'll go for launch. Well, look at what happened. Human error. You'd think that NASA would have learned from what happened to Challenger to take every kind of precaution they could during the Columbia incident. I mean, I don't know if it's just corporate negligence or if it's feeling pressured from other companies that they work with or what have you, but either way, I honestly think that I just think that the safety protocols need to be fully taken advantage of. And if I were NASA, I mean, these astronauts that are concerned about the heat shield, they've been in space. They've been there. They've done all that. They know what risks can be taken. And the reason they're concerned is because when Artemis did their recent test run, they realized that some of the heat shield produced gases that could have been extremely dangerous, that could have caused the capsule to disintegrate during re-entry. But NASA is saying, oh, well, we think everything's going to be good. There's nothing to worry about. But in reality, I think that they should really do at least 1 or 2 more test flights just to see how it goes. Instead of jumping the gun and putting astronauts in the capsule, sending them around the moon, and risking a disaster upon re-entry. Make sure you have all your ducks in a row. Because a lot of people, the public pressure has a lot to do with it too. They're like, oh, come on, let's just do this. Let's just get to the moon again. Let's just do this. Come on. We're waiting. Oh, whatever, fine, we'll go. Public pressure also sets into motion. Plus, NASA is so worried about budgets and stuff. Well, let me ask you something. What would be more important? I'm asking for your guys' input. What would be more important? Spending the little bit extra money to ensure that everything is safe, it's a go, the astronauts will be sent and returned safely, or put pressure and cut costs and risk the lives of human beings? I mean, that's not rocket science, guys. No pun intended. But I'm sure you guys will all put in the comment section the same thing. Do you think greed and money are more important than the safety of the astronauts? Incidentally, John, great walking stream today. I don't know how you could go out without a jacket though, man, because I stepped outside and it was pretty bitter outside for me. And as I mentioned on John's walking stream, my voice, as you can tell, is a lot better. I took some cough drops last night. I drank a lot. Dave, thank you for the awesome suggestion. I drank some green tea with honey and lemon. I even just took some honey and, you know, put it down my throat for, you know, to coat it and stuff. So everything is good. I might try to do a little bit of singing later on. No, Jen, I just got done with the dispensary. You're a little late today. But I also did show 2 of the houses that I used to live in. You missed that, too. Oh, that's cool. I'm tired. Well, not really, but... Now, Lantern. Alright, now. Oh, geez. Who pissed you off? Nah, I know. You bust. How did you bust your knuckle, Jen? What happened? Oh, yeah, John, Dave, I don't know what time we should be at Jeff's Con on Sunday. Because I know Hollywood Toys wants to join us. You scraped your... Ooh, that's not good. Ouch, I've had that happen before. I've had that happen. It's not a pretty feeling. Oh, and get this, I got an email from Olive Garden this afternoon. It reads as this. Well, I'm paraphrasing. It read, "Dear Mr. Arnold, thank you for your interest and application for joining our team. It was nice meeting you and interviewing you. However, unfortunately, we are unable to offer you a position due to insufficient experience." What kind of experience do I need? You know, I've been a line cook. I've been a busboy. I've done maintenance. I've done customer service, all that stuff. So why would I not be qualified? Doesn't make any sense. So, you know, when I'm just really looking forward to getting my RV, hitting the road, seeing the sights of America. John, don't you worry, you'll be coming with me. We're going to do New York. We're going to do all these great things. All right. Hey, Fears, are you still here, by the way? You still watching? Excuse me. You know what? Eventually, I swear, eventually, if I ever hit celebrity status on YouTube, eventually, Google Maps is going to put a route called the Incredible Live Drive route to the dispensary, to Walmart, and back. I swear. It would not surprise me. It really would not surprise me. Lantern. Lantern. Larry? But yeah, you guys, I am super psyched for this weekend. Guitar show on Saturday, Jeff's Con on Sunday, 1964 The Tribute on February 8th. Despite all that happened within the last month, I have nothing to complain about. I am a truly blessed individual. Guys, if I lose you for a second, there we go. I hope I didn't lose you guys. I guess Fear's left. Yeah, I blinked out for a second, Jen. Have I ever bottomed before? What do you mean? Like in, as far as like bottomed out my car or hit rock bottom? What do you mean? No, I have not boofed. Nope, never. Whoops, almost went in the wrong way. Man, they're busy today. Darn entitled villagers. You gotta love getting behind the cart pushers here, guys. You gotta love them. You know what? I know these people are going to take up all the places, so I'm not even going to try. If I have to, I'll park all the way over here today. There we go. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I lost you for a second. Con opens at 9. Okay, cool. All right, guys. Another trip to Wally World. And Dave, where's it at again? Is it at the DoubleTree, or where's it at? Just talk to John? Okay, cool. Or did you just talk to Jeff? Or no, John. That's right. That's right, Jen. Greetings, Walmart shoppers. Greetings, friends. I said greetings, that is. Why does it shock you, Jen? Oh, and I'm thinking about lightening it a little bit more, too. Because, I mean, I really like the light ash brown or dark, dirty blonde. I might, you know what? For you guys, if you're interested, if you guys really want me to, I might just bleach my hair. I'll go Zach Morris style. Yo, Fears. Well, what's up, Fears? Yes, we're gonna go to Ruby Tuesdays. John's hungry for some Ruby Tuesday. Yeah, guys, I think I'll just show you the first house I lived in next time, because I know it's after 4. I know John needs to start his live. Shoot, sorry, guys, I accidentally hit a wrong button. 9 a.m. Okay, is that what time? Dave, what time should we meet? Because I think John said to take his own car. That way he can leave whenever. You're going to go to KFC, Dave? You're not going to join John and I at Ruby Tuesdays? Rude. I'm just playing with you. I just kidding ya. All right. Or no, never mind. Goth said that he's gonna go for KFC. Oh, let's see. Cherry Coke it is. 1, 2. All right, ready for checkout. Oops, I'm sorry. You're good. You know, I wonder if Kiddo finished my heart attack on a plate last night. I'm kind of hoping he didn't, because I need something to eat to keep myself, intact. Yo! Ah, boy. The only thing that sucks is waiting in line. Oh, and guys, if any of you, Dave and John, question. If anyone wants to send me fan mail for now, can they send it to one of your guys' addresses? Because I do not have a P.O. box yet. And it might be a little bit before I can get one. I mean, at this point in time, what's the point of even getting one? Because I'm going to be on the road next year. So if any fans want to send me mail, could they send it to one of your addresses? And then I'll just pick it up whenever. The Avanti by Wyndham. Okay. I'll look that up then. Alright, hold on a minute, guys. No, you cannot do that, Goth. I still need to make a list of the places I want to go next year. But obviously I won't do it like in order, but I will do it. But I will be doing it. If you guys have any kind of suggestions even, I'll run it by you all on my next live stream. That way I can share it with everyone. I mean, there's going to be more to come still after that. I mean, besides the list. Look at that. I would like to, actually, Goth. That's a very good suggestion. That would be cool. I know the house isn't there, I don't think. Sorry about that, guys. I lost freaking connection. I'm sorry about that. Okay, at around 5. Okay. Sounds good, John. Catch up with the chat real quick. Okay. All right. Dave, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you and John about the fan mail then on Sunday if we get a chance. Thank you. People are tired of having me wait. That's a nice gesture of theirs. Oh. No, I have not, Cobra. I have not, Goth. Okay, since John's going to be setting up around 5, I think I have a quick chance to show you guys where I used to live. I'll also actually do a vlog on it. I'll actually vlog and show you guys the old places and stuff. Oh, sorry, Goth. You said the clan, not the Cayenne. Whatever. No, I haven't joined the clan. Neither will I ever. Or nor will I ever, whatever it's called. Oh yeah, Visions. If you're still watching, are you actually gonna make shirts for Dave, John, and I as the Three Stooges? Whoops, blew through that, unfortunately. The best thing about me being Mo out of us three is I get to slap, bonk, and poke John and Dave. I just hope with the poking they remember to block it with their hand. But even then, I'll just go with both hands on both sides. You know, it's like, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, both hands. Oh, let me do it better this way. Instead of doing that, it's boom. I'm trying to get this stupid thing set properly. Sorry if I'm making you guys seasick. Awesome, Tina. Awesome. Man, people be giving problems here on the road. What sucks the most is waiting for the red lights. Ah. You know, Dave, Tina, John, you guys should seriously consider meeting me on Saturday at the Vintage Guitar Expo at the State Fairgrounds in Orlando. No, I have not, Goth. That is a great suggestion. That is a wonderful suggestion. Thank you. I will be going to the Oklahoma City Memorial, though. I will be doing that. Also, I'm going to swing through El Paso, Texas, and I'm going to eat at the all-famous Chico's Tacos. For those of you who do not know what Chico's Tacos is, look it up on YouTube. They are an El Paso tradition. All right, as I said, I've got a little bit of time left, so I am going to go to show you guys where the first place that I used to live when I came down here to Florida. Incidentally, when I arrived in Florida in 2013, none of this stuff was here. Like, none. It was all just wooded area. This is US Highway 301. And by the way, Dave, Tina, John, if you guys do come and meet me at the guitar show, Tony will be with me again. So, and Hollywood Toys, I don't know how close you are to the Orlando, Florida State Fairgrounds, but you're welcome to meet us as well. It's nothing but vintage guitars. There are some newer models and reissues, but for the most part, it's vintage guitars, basses, and amps. And there's a guy there that makes guitar picks out of coins. Maybe I might buy one this year. I don't know. I might actually buy one. I really need to get some incredible impression guitar picks made. No problem, brother. Oh, and if I get held up at this red light, I'll be able to show you guys this. It's a mile and a half away from you. If you guys want to come, definitely. That would be awesome. Guys, I'm going to turn the cam on me real quick because I was at my parents' house the other day and I found this, and my mom found it in one of her boxes. Back in the early 2000s, Hershey Park had, the concerts at the amphitheaters and stuff, and or at the amphitheater. They had Bowser's Rock and Roll Party. The Mahoney Brothers performed there in 1964. The Tribute performed there. The Village People were there. Jordan Sparks performed there. But I went to see the band America, and after the show, I was all the way down, actually in the front row, center. And after the show, I walked up to the front of the stage and shouted to Jerry Beckley. I said, "Hey, man, throw me a guitar pick." So he threw me his guitar pick that he was using the whole show. He used it on every single song. They ended the show with A Horse with No Name. And Jerry Beckley threw me his guitar pick. Awesome, Dave. Awesome. Dave, I'm going to text you the advert for the guitar show so that you know all the details and stuff. But that is something that I treasure. Also, I got a guitar pick from Robert Lamb of Chicago when I saw them at the Star Pavilion in Hershey. But unfortunately, a former friend of mine decided that she was going to get depressed, and she picked up the guitar pick and started chewing on it out of depression and stress. So I lost Robert Lamb's guitar pick, but I still have Jerry Beckley's pick, and that I treasure with everything. So guys, this is County Road 230. Now I'm going to take the phone off the charger and off of the mount, because coming up on your left is the house that I first lived in here in Florida. And look, the school bus is pulling up. Hold on, guys. I don't want to make it obvious. Alright, guys. This house on the left coming up right here, where the green 35-7, that's where I lived when I came down to Florida. That shed back there was actually built for us by the landlord. But that area there is the living room. That was Dave's room. Over here was Bree's room. That was Tony's room. My room was all the way in the back. So, yep, that was our house. That's where we lived when we first moved down to Florida. It was a nice little double wide. Man, I have such memories at that house. I wrote quite a few songs there. Now I'm just going to take the back way back home because of the traffic on 301. Because I'd have to turn left back on 301, and during rush hour like now, it's extremely hard to turn left. No, Goth, I do not have memories of the Korean orphanage. Guys, Goth is just going nuts on me today. But you're a good fan, Goth. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support, man. Alright, and I'm gonna make it home just in time to log off for John's stream, the Fears Podcast. And then tonight, don't forget to tune in to Yakovich, Yakvo. He's holding a Bible study, hopefully with Randall, and hopefully Dan as well. I'll pop in and say hello to them, maybe watch a little bit. I don't know. It depends on what happens tonight, because I do have to vacuum my room. I have to take out my trash. I have to help cook dinner. I have a couple dishes I need to do. I have to get on Dave's ass to clean his area. See, that's why I stay in my room all the time, guys, because I don't like subjecting myself to the pigsty out there. At least in my room, it's clean, it's spacious. You know, I have my own little little area where I can do my thing and stuff and be me. Oh yeah, Goth, we have, especially in the villages, dude, everything is literally roundabouts, and I mean everything. So it's very, very hard to navigate. But I'll show you guys when I take you guys on the driving tour of the villages. Well, it's mainly Dave, because his room is the living room, and the things that are all over the place are mainly his boxes of belongings that he never unpacked. But it makes it easier on his part, because when we leave in October, all he's going to have to do is take the boxes, put them on the moving truck, and be done with it. Now, I don't have hardly anything. All I have is what's in my room and my closet. That's all the stuff I have. So it's not going to be hard moving my stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm either going to put certain things in storage, or I'm going to sell off things that I don't need anymore. I'm going to get myself some pots and pans, or I'm going to take a couple of the pots and pans that we have that do belong to me along on the RV. The RV I'm looking to get, I'm hoping I can track one down, is a Class C, about 31 feet, that has the over the cab bunk with a skylight, and also has bunk beds aside from the main bed in the back. That way, if I ever have guests join me or whatever, you know, they can clean, or blah. Sorry, I'm reading your comment, Walter. I'm getting thrown off. That way, the guests have a place to sleep. I have a place and stuff. And each of the bunk beds, you have the option to have them install a little TV on each bunk. I might do that. You know, there might be some nights where I just decide to sleep in one of the bunks. You know, they say try everything once, so. Oh, I know. I know we need to sort out the mess, Goth. I know we do. That's a given. That is a given. But I don't have any mess of mine there. That's all them, and I'm staying out of their business. They can clutter their area. It's only hurting them. It's not hurting me whatsoever. No skin off my teeth. You know, I'm in charge of my area and my area only. Who am I to tell them they need to clean up their area? If they want to make a bad presentation to themselves, then that's their problem. By the way, guys, I got to stop in at the office real quick before I go home. Oh, I know. That's a great idea, Tokes. Every time Eddie Deazen's at one of Jeff's cons, I always take him to dinner at Outback. It's a tradition. Oh, I'm not in competition, Walter. I was just messing with him when I said I'll bet you lunch on Sunday. Now, I'm very supportive of everybody's channels. Guys, I will be right back. Oops. Shut up. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to get ow. Just had to get an air filter for the apartment. All right, guys. Well, as soon as I park, I'm going to end this because I got a lot of stuff to get upstairs, and it's going to require both hands. So I will start my closing right now. I appreciate you all hanging out with me on another incredible Drive Time Live. I love it. I love it when you guys come with me. It's freaking awesome. And I know you guys love it too. Even if we're going the same places every time. Hey, Scott. So don't forget to like and subscribe to this truck up here, even though I don't know who the hell he is. Be sure to like and subscribe to Hollywood Toys. He's got some awesome material. Catch my cameo in his 2024 Super RetroCon vlog if you can. Subscribe to Tokes. Subscribe to Walter. Subscribe to Vic. Subscribe to, even though she isn't here today, subscribe to Fangirl Kate. Subscribe to Jen. Subscribe to Dave, Strong Bear 19. Subscribe to Tina, Mama Bear 06. Subscribe to Fears Man 26. That's the main channel. Subscribe to Fears Vlogs. Subscribe to Mr. Lantern. He does a show every Thursday and Friday. Subscribe to Yakovich, Yakov, Yakvo. He's coming up tonight with his Bible study. Hope all of you can join in and have a little prayer with him and listen to what he has to say tonight. He's always got great Bible studies and always got great gaming streams and Yakvo rants. And also, last but certainly not least, subscribe to QuickPan Zach, the incredible impression. Thank you, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. But for now, this incredible live Drive Time Live is over.